Welcome back to the Stanley Live channel, man. Today, we got a video. It's going to be me. It's going to be chat, obviously. And we are reacting to a video from the one, the only, the homie, TheAvatarist. Netflix Avatar Toph changes, leaves everyone speechless. Let's get into it. No cap.
Female character who they could have gotten away with making more masculine and leave it to Netflix to take one female character who they could have gotten away with making more masculine and doing this instead. This defeats the purpose of her character. On God, Nala is one of the biggest disappointments I've ever seen. It's so bad in literally every way. The depiction of female characters in this show is honestly—
Wait, what's happening? What happened?
A disgrace, turning Katara into an emotionless pile of—
Stan, did you see Rachel Ziegler's response? She responded to me. What did I do? Who's Rachel? Hey, Rachel, I don't want no smoke.
Nothingness, but making Suki's only trait just horniness. And now with Toph, what is up with them hiring on people who don't even respect the original show? Stuff like this is definitely the reason why the original creators of the show left the series almost immediately. No, it's not. And they didn't leave almost immediately. They worked on it for like 3 years and— The Avatar fandom is once again in shambles. Last week, it was the disappointing CinemaCon announcement,
right, I remember
this week, it's once again one of the actors for the Netflix series not having any PR training whatsoever, and
Netflix live-action Avatar series will make Toph slightly more feminine than her animated counterpart, confirms actress Maya, whatever, full quote. I don't know if here's the thing, right? Oh, they said that they're gonna pay. They said that they're gonna portray her more feminine. As long as like in the show, she like has her. Man, I see why people are not gonna like that though, because Toph's character is literally all about being like a hard body. You feel me? You can't check me type of person. So portraying her more feminine, bro, if I'm not mistaken, there was literally a whole episode of where she was more like in her feminine aura, I mean her baddie shit, and her period poop, and her bitch. He did what? Like, I remember that episode. So for her to do that throughout the whole series, that wouldn't be tough. You get what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, I feel like she could be portrayed a little bit more girly and still be hard. You feel what I'm saying? Pause. But like, I see why I still can see why that does bring up a problem for everybody in the show, and why they ended up feeling a way about it. Mouse, please work. Mouse, please work. Mouse, please work. Okay, hold on. There we go.
Saying things that they probably shouldn't have.
They're gonna make her colorblind instead of blind next. No cap.
At the very least, should have worded it just a little bit better. Now, before I go over all of this, I want you guys to keep in mind a lot of these interviews are—
Stanley got a crush on Toph. No, Toph can crush me literally, like with rocks and metal material. I have no crushes towards Toph. She will literally kill me in GTA.
Are happening fast and on the spot. This one happened on the red carpet, so she likely gave this interview with no preparation time, had no idea what she was going to be asked, and kind of just gave her answers on the spot, and some of them may have came out a little bit worse. No,
nigga, I literally mean she could physically crush me with rocks, nigga. There was no joke there. There was no joke, nigga.
She would have liked. Anyway, Mia Chek, who is the actress playing Toph for season 2 of Netflix's Avatar, gave an interview to The Direct titled "Exclusive: Netflix's live-action Avatar series will make Toph quote-unquote slightly more feminine." Alright guys, I'm not a stranger to the clickbait game. You guys know this. So right off the bat, I know what's going on here. With a title like this, they want you to be mad and rage click. They even start off the article by saying many won't be fans of the newest change with Avatar The Last Airbender's tomboy Toph. I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw this, I thought this was an article from The Onion. I was like, there's no way this can be real. Now, don't think this video is going to be me completely—
Dang, Boston Say kind of looked good, and then they went inside the Water Nation and it looked— Why do Water Nation look bad? This looks horrible to me, but this—
From The Onion, I was like, there's no way this can be real. Now,
This looks beautiful. What happened?
I think this video is going to be me completely defending Netflix's Avatar.
Yeah.
Because if they actually did change Toph in a big way, then I'm going to be just as upset as everyone else. But together, let's take a look at this article. Many fans won't be happy. The series has many mixed reviews. They ruined Katara's character. Live action Toph will be more feminine, with a hand-selected photo of Mia Chek with the saturation turned up to 1,000. They literally turned the saturation.
I don't know, bro. You throw some dirt on her a little bit, you know what I'm saying? You put some mud on her elbows, you know what I'm saying? And you goddamn give her the bob. You give her the bob, that's Toph, gang. You know what I'm saying? Now, the bicep ratio is a little, man, fix that with some CGI. I'm not mad at it, bro. I don't necessarily think that this is that bad, but I can see why it is a problem. The thing is with me though, it's more about changing the actual story. If they put her in situations, like if they give her like a love interest in Zuko a little bit more or something like that throughout the film, I'm okay with that because that's slightly canon. You get what I'm saying? Toph kind of likes it. So if they play on that, because as a movie, when you're creating a movie, you do have to bring something to the table. You have to add more to the movie. You get what I'm saying? So if they do something like that, cool. But if it's something where it's like Toph has such a feeling for Zuko that she has a lapse in the group and betrays Aang and Katara for a little bit to be next to Zuko, now you're wilding. You get what I'm saying? It depends to what degree that they're making her more feminine. Like, if it's within range of her character, I'm 100% fine with it. When it starts leaving anything that cartoon Toph would have done, that's when I would think it would be a problem. But, like, slightly more feminine, like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's how I think.
All the way up to try to fit their narrative. The entire article was carefully crafted.
Yo, she looked chopped right there. I ain't gonna lie, Toph. Like, that was not your best look, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. She 12, bro. If that's my daughter, bro, she gotta take that off, bro. My daughter can't leave the crib that chopped, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Tell your mom to do the makeup again, bro. No cap, bro. No cap, man. No cap.
You as mad as possible.
That's because Katara did her makeup, right? Yeah, the Katara can't do makeup, nigga. She set Toph up.
Before going to the actual quote. But let's just ignore how this article is here to make you mad, and let's go over the actual content. In an interview with the direct on the red carpet for Marshmallow, a sci-fi horror film about campfire, whatever, I don't care. Mia Chek was asked how her portrayal of Toph in Netflix's Avatar: The Last Airbender would differ from the
Toph's blind, so she couldn't do it. I forgot. That's a That's a good point. That's a good point. I forgot she can't do it herself. my fault.
Animated series. Chek reaffirms changes like Toph being a little older, but she also confirmed that the Earthbender will be slightly more feminine in the live action series. My
slightly is okay.
Version of Toph is going to be a little older and slightly more feminine. I feel like I wanted to work into a very humanizing space for her because, you know, she was a cartoon. Now, of course, this is the quote everyone is running with, everyone's getting super mad about, but in the very next line of the article, she confirms that her and the original Toph VA have a very similar take on the character. But let's go ahead and go over the whole Toph being more feminine thing and why there's a lot of room for nuance here. Obviously, I probably don't need to say this, but I love Toph. Season 2 of Avatar is my favorite season out of any show ever. Yeah. Season 2 is what I remember the most when I think back to me as a little kid sitting on the couch watching Avatar. From the start with General Fong to the introduction of Toph, the desert, the finale, everything.
Dang, what do I think of when I think back to Avatar? I'm probably thinking Aang inside of that room where he goddamn hit the enough! You know what I'm saying? And blasted Zuko out. I'm probably thinking about that. I'm probably thinking, ooh, that's tough. I might have to go beach episode. I think I'm thinking the last chapter. Every single time. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a masterpiece. If Netflix truly did change Toph in a meaningful way, that's it for me, man. That's it. I'm done. That's where I draw the line. That's my they ruined it moment. However, let's not be ridiculous, people. Making Toph quote unquote more feminine in the eyes of Mia Check could mean so many different things. Her comment was so vague, and we are just jumping to conclusions.
Right.
Not only are we jumping to conclusions,
Yo, these are some nasty feet, man. I'm not saying I need French tip, but I'm saying like, goddamn, ground tip is crazy, bro. That's fungus. That's fungus for sure, bro. This is nasty.
we're jumping to the absolute worst case scenario. Making Toph more feminine could be something super small, like Toph not doing things like this.
Right.
Or maybe Toph's a little older in this version.
I did
so
hate that
Mia
scene.
Check thinks she looks a bit more feminine. There's just a lot of range here, and a quote this vague, it's just a little bit too early for me to throw up my pitchfork. And the article does point out that Toph has
You said, of course, they're nasty. She never wears shoes. That would defeat my point, man. Go soak that in some water bending, man. Go have Guitar heal that, man. I'm not trying to see that, man.
battled with her femininity in the past, mainly in the Tale of Ba Sing Se episode, which made me start to think that there's a decent sized chance that Mia Check isn't the biggest fan of Avatar and didn't know this episode existed in the cartoon when they filmed this sequence. She could have thought this was Netflix's way of showing.
And of course, it was Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
I forgot. Oh, no. Oh, I forgot. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, I forgot.
Showing off Toph's feminine side. I seriously wouldn't put it past her, because it's kind of like when Daniel Day Kim gave an interview about how amazing the cartoon was, and then at the very end of it he was like, yeah man, it's so amazing, I've almost seen every episode.
Right.
A lot of the people acting in this series aren't going to be as deep into Avatar lore as you or me or any of the hardcore fans.
I hated this scene so much, bro. I hated this scene so much. But shout out Guitar for being such a freaking real one and sticking up for Toph right there, bro. Oh my gosh, I hated this scene so much, bro. Thank Guitar, bro. Was a real one, stepped up when Toph needed it, man.
But we'll find out soon enough, because we know the series is eyeing an early 2026 release, which is only 9 months away. And Netflix has an event at the end of next month, and there's a pretty good chance we're going to be getting a
That is not my Zuko.
sneak peek of the series there. So mark your calendars for that. Anyway, in other Avatar news, the co-creator of Avatar The Last Airbender might have just hinted at a potential Seven Havens announcement, or at the very least some Avatar Studios type announcement, because for the first time in literal years they posted the Avatar Studios logo on their Instagram and then panned to a cat. And we all know the main animal companion in Seven Havens is a cat, so maybe news on that very soon.
Oh, that's actually lame as hell. Let me tell you, every single Avatar person, okay, it's lame, but they can save it. Every Avatar is supposed to have like that companion that's like two things, like a bear dog, bison who's also flying. You know what I'm saying? Like it's supposed to be, isn't it supposed to be combined with something? So it should be like a cat rat. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that, bro. I need it to be combined with something, bro.
Anyway, this video is a lot shorter than usual, so please leave a like and comment to help your boy out. YouTube's weird and they love to punish people for making shorter
cap.
videos than their normal videos.
That is fact. So make sure you guys comment twice, like the video, check out me and yours collab channel. It's called SXY, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.